NASA still hasn't come and picked up their capsule. Well, we'll be navigating by Navionics today. Alright, I'm heading to this spot right here. And I'm going to try to throw out a few lines. I'm going to anchor down there for a little bit, and then I'm going to do some suspend fishing there also. All right, I came across here and I marked fish in here on, I marked fish in here underneath some bait. So I'm kind of cast out here and here and here, you know, suspended over right underneath and cast out. So I'm kind of fanned out in this area here. I'm gonna be starting with some crappie heads there and some chicken. And I got a bunch of bluegill I caught a couple of days ago. That bad boy's gonna catch a big boy today. Okay, I've got all my baits in. I'm running 7 rods. Got one suspended with chicken. I'm sitting in about 17 foot of water here. Right out here is a channel that gets down to 34. And when I came over it, I saw what was clearly bait fish with bigger fish underneath them. So that tells me that there's some bait fish and probably catfish feeding on them from underneath. So I tried to cast out my lines into that area, and we're going to see if anything gets a hold of something out here. I've got chicken on 3, I've got 3 crappie heads on, and I've got 1 bluegill head. I spent about 30 minutes in that last spot and didn't get any action, so I've now moved up the channel and I'm going to start dragging. I finally got action after about 20 minutes of dragging. Decent fish. I've tangled up my other line. bad little 5 or 6 pounder. Got me all spun around too, but all right, let's put him back. I'm getting the boat back in position to go up the channel. I'll then throw out my dragging baits again. Had to come on chicken though. I'm looking for a big boy today. I'm going to be drifting this channel, hopefully running into some shad and some fish under them, and hopefully something big in this deeper water. We've kind of had some cold fronts come through. I'm sure I could go and set up in these stumps and probably catch dinks all day, but I'm ready for something different. It's foggy, it feels good. I feel like these lines, anyone go boom. I like to watch these suspended rods, bam. Just like that, I don't mind seeing them other ones go boom too, but I want them big fish. Let's get a big boy. I noticed on my right side my rod was hung up, and about the time I was thinking about what to do with it, this fish hit. I hung up on one rod, caught a fish on the other. They still hold me steady. Feels heavy, but he ain't pulling. You're probably getting annoyed by the noise from my trolling motor. I had raised the motor up so that I could hit fewer stumps up in this north end. I'm noticing now that being at the rear of the boat is getting it up just enough to get the propeller too close to the surface, so I'll be lowering it on my next trip. He's bouncing. He was on 20 pounds, so he's probably about 18 pounds. He's a nice one. Yeah. I was getting hung up on one side, and all of a sudden he just smashed it right when I was wondering what to do about the hang up. So, beautiful fish. I don't know what's up. I've got some good bluegill and crappie heads, but I'm catching my fish on chicken. But at least it was a nice fish. I spent a few hours trying to drag some more without any luck, and then I went to another spot up in the stumps and tied up for a while. Ended up catching one little one, and I figured if I'm not going to catch anything in there, I'll just go to my favorite spot and sit on it and just see what happens. I wasn't there long before I got my first action. What's happening is this fish has hit my rod, and he's picked it up and started swimming with it in my direction. Now, because it's deep water, you can't really tell the mine's moving as much. A little weight to him. Broke right here at the boat. He was about a 10-pounder. I noticed after I got my line out there that one was tingling, but it wasn't like a takedown because it was, I guess, swimming, coming away, so coming towards me. So when I caught up with him over here, then he showed what weight he really had. For some reason, I guess he was twisting right here at the top, but it broke on the above the leader. So I don't know what the hell happened there. Happens, I guess. You can see I'm sitting on a channel bend here, right on top of a submerged bridge. That's what it looks like where I'm at. I kind of like to find these bends with some kind of structure in them and try them out and see what happens. And this one's been fairly consistent for me. Here again, a fish has picked it up and is running towards the boat. Between the wind changing direction and other boats rocking my boat, my lines got out of whack, so I ended up having to pull up my back anchor and let the boat reposition. Another little eater there. That makes 4 fish on this spot. I don't think I've been here but an hour or so. I'm gonna set it out here because I've had a lot of good luck on this little spot, and I've caught, you know, 20 pounders and 15 pounders and everything, so there's a chance I can get a decent fish here. So I'm gonna fish into the dark a little bit. A little nicer, in that 5 to 6 pound range. Maybe some big ones will start coming. Ooh, big splash. Looks like it's shaping up to be another beautiful sunset.
Like a bird on a tree.
The only thing I caught after that last fish was that beautiful sunset. If you enjoy these videos, hit that thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.
The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be.